Hello and welcome back to Planet Immo, and it is Sunday morning today and my boyfriend and I are in a cafe. We're going to have a delicious breakfast together, and this is apparently a cappuccino. It looks very weak to me. Quite often the coffee where I live is served up just really weak and you have to ask for a double shot, and I don't think we've thought about that. Oh, there is some coffee under there. So yes, I've got some breakfast bits coming, so I shall show you when they come. My breakfast has come, so I've just chosen certain bits of it rather than just saying full vegetarian breakfast, because it's always too much. I can never finish it and then it costs more. So yeah, fried egg, some yummy mushrooms, a grilled tomato and one big hash brown. Uh-oh, I just opened the door to film you some rainy shots and my bin lid has blown off, and that means that rain has now filled my bin. Anyway, yeah, it's raining and I'm back home. I had a lovely time with my boyfriend though. We went for a little walk and then it was mostly dry, just a little bit drizzly like this, and then the last few metres it absolutely emptied down and we got a soaking. Luckily I had my new coat on, so I stayed nice and dry. Right, I'm going to sort this bin situation out. Did I say it was filled with rainwater? It wasn't filled with rainwater. Most of the capacity, in fact it's full of a black bag ready to go out. My daughter did the black bag night last time and she didn't actually get it out of there. She just did the ones in the house. Said she didn't realise, but I did tell her, she wasn't listening properly. It went over her head, I think. Our black bags get collected once every 3 weeks. They've reduced it down and down. When I first moved in it was weekly, and then it was, I think it might have gone to fortnightly, I'm not sure, but now it's 3 weekly and we're limited 1 bag per week per household, which I think is really unfair. In my household we do 1 bag. 1 bag in 3 weeks. In fact, half a bag sometimes, and once Izzy moves out, there'll be a fraction because most of it's hers. But a bigger household, like you might in this house, if we've got siblings sharing bedrooms and things, you know, you might have 5 people living here. They've got the same rule, and I think that's really unfair. It's not based on number of people in the house, it's based on the house. I think big families should have a bigger allowance. So there we are, that's my thoughts on that. And I'm all for recycling, obviously, but a lot of things do not get accepted by recycling. Now, speaking of recycling, I got all a bit confused lately. I have been disposing of plastic bags, you know, like this sort of thing. The plastic packaging that you get on things, the soft plastics, is it? Is that what you call it? I've been putting it in my household waste because I reckoned I'd read somewhere that that's what I was supposed to do. So I've been doing that for years. I was a bit confused about crisp packets. But anyway, I recently happened to notice on the packaging that it says, film, don't recycle at home. Recycle with bags at large supermarkets. That's what it says on here. Hang on, I'll get a shot for you. There you go. Can you see that there? That's where I've got that from. So I was shocked and horrified and totally embarrassed because I thought I was really conscientious and doing the right thing, putting it in my household recycling. So wanting to remedy this situation, for the last few weeks I've been collecting all my soft plasticky things like this up and putting it in a bag and taking it to a large supermarket to recycle. Well, I just happened to pick up this bag today because I've run out of little flimsy disposable bags that I might want to recycle. I thought, well, I'll just collect it up in this, my normal recycling bag. It says clear bag mix. This is what it says. You're supposed to put in it: tins, cans, foil, jars, plastic bottles, tubs, yogurt pots, wax coated cartons. I always was a bit confused about those. Glass bottles, glass jars, plastic bags, aerosol cans, and polystyrene packaging. See, polystyrene, I thought you couldn't recycle. Ah, but in the no it says polystyrene meat trays. So perhaps polystyrene is now okay these days, but not if it's contaminated with meat bacteria. Okay, interesting. So basically, it was futile. I could have just recycled it all along. So that's wrong what it says on that packaging, and on most of the packaging, like that sort of thing. Let's just see if it says it on the apples as well. I mean, I'm wondering if it varies from area to area, because I've got different rules than they have down in Cardiff, for example. Yeah, this one, it says don't recycle, like altogether. It doesn't even say take it to a large supermarket, but it's a plastic bag, so I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't think the UK is the best at recycling compared to some other countries in the world, because, you know, I've been abroad, like Portugal for instance. Oh my gosh, they were having recycling collections in the 90s, do you know what I mean? They were ahead of us. Anyway, the confusion lives on. I don't know, how on earth has this just turned into a 3-minute ramble about refuse collection? I don't know. I'm not really intending to vlog very much today. I'm going to make this into a 2-dayer because I'm going out in a few hours. I'm going to go and visit my mum, and then my dad's going to come and we're going to hang out. And then I'm going to go and play music with my dad and some friends as well. And my boyfriend's going to join us at that point. So it's kind of a family friends day today. So yeah, I'm not going to vlog that very much, but that is what is happening. And I'll pick it up tomorrow, so it'll be later for you in this vlog. I'm having my eyes tested at the opticians. And I think my prediction is I'm going to need different lenses in these varifocals. And I don't know how much that's going to cost because I can't remember what I paid last time. But I know they're more expensive than normal lenses. And I wonder if I've got to buy new frames. And I probably have, haven't I? Because I can't give them these to replace because then I'll be without any glasses for a while. So that's a bit problematic, isn't it? Unless I wear my old ones. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could go back to wearing my old prescription ones, which aren't varifocal, for a few days. I'll think about it. Because why buy new frames if you don't need them? Because these glasses will be pretty useless to me once I've got new ones. Unless I keep them as a spare. Right, I don't need to be wondering about that out loud, do I, on camera? I'm going to just go and do busy things now. And then have a shower and go out. Oh, I just missed it with the camera. It's probably a good thing that I missed it with the camera, to be honest, because it's the government emergency alert and it's just a test and it might have frightened you, actually. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't actually film the noise, but it just went off and I knew it was coming because I had it in my diary. I set an alert to remind me so I wouldn't freak out. Here it is. There we go. I actually got it in focus for you. So it just went me like that, except I think slightly higher pitched. That. There we are. I'm just serving up our little Sunday lunch anyway, so I better get on with that because apparently my daughter is starving. Here's our dinner, plain and simple. I did egg fried rice to use the rest of the rice that I cooked yesterday for curry. I put in a little bit of cumin and turmeric in with the oil initially and made a little bit of a paste of that, added the rice and then used some kikkoman sauce and 2 eggs to make it egg fried rice. I haven't tasted it yet, but I should imagine it's all right. I made my daughter a little crumble. I'm about to put that in the oven now. Dinner was very nice, by the way. And then I'm getting ready to go out. She's not coming with me this week because she's still recovering from whatever it was that she felt ill with on Friday. Well, it is now the next day. I had a lovely time with my parents, thank you very much, and a nice sociable evening. So I've been working at my desk today. It's been absolutely hammering down with rain, but it's clearing up now. My optician's appointment is looming. I'll be leaving shortly. I'll be leaving in about quarter of an hour. I'm going to gather up all the glasses I can find in the house, my old prescription glasses which were not varifocal from my old prescription, which are now out of date for me anyway, but I really like the frames and I like them better than these ones. I really am not a fan of having to choose new frames, like when you're in the optician they're just like, go on, go choose some frames, and I never find anything I'm just loving that I think that is 100% me. That has never happened in my life. It's always been a compromise. I think the ones before this I liked better than any others I've ever had in my life. For some reason I couldn't use those last time, but I think maybe this time I'm going to ask them nicely, could they put, if I need new lenses, I might not, if I do, could they please put them in those? Because I liked those glasses and they're just sitting there not doing anything. Although that said, and it would cost me rather a lot of money, but I really could do with music reading glasses because I need to stand from my music stand at a certain distance. The varifocals are not great for that, especially if I'm on stage and I've got a low music stand, because I'm looking down through this part of my lens here because my eyes are going down. But this is for the close-up bits, not the far-away bits, so I need to like do that and like tilt my head down and look through the top part of my glasses, and it just doesn't work very well. And like when I'm in ensembles and stuff at uni, it's hard enough for me to read it quickly anyway because I'm dyslexic, but when I'm having to just angle my head around to try and work it out, it affects the position of the flute as well, so it's not ideal because if you turn your head down it can make the note go flatter, so you have to make sure to put the flute down in exactly the same in parallel with your head movement as well to keep the pitch, the tuning correct. So it does affect my playing. It's not great. I could do with separate glasses for that. I could also do with just separate reading glasses as well really, but we're talking 3 pairs of potentially new glasses there, so that could be just so expensive all in one go. Anyway, I better get off camera and go around gathering those things up and clean my teeth, and I'm going to eat an avocado as well because I'm a little bit peckish. Because it's been a while since I had breakfast. I don't know, maybe I don't need glasses, maybe I do, but I will be able to tell you when I get back, won't I? Okay, I've been gathering up my old glasses. So these are the ones I've been currently using as reading glasses, and I do use them every time I edit and watch like TV on my laptop and iPad and things like that. And they're not my current prescription, they are actually a slightly old, out of date prescription. So it'd be nice to get them updated as reading glasses. I could live without them for a few days and use my varifocals or just move things closer. I did buy some reading glasses from Savers for like £1.20 or something, and I can't find them. I don't know what I've done with them, but they're around somewhere, but I do have to move things very close for that. These are old. and could be reused, but they are a bit knackered. It's literally corroding off there from years of use, and they're fading as they're not really very aesthetically pleasing. Maybe they'll take them and recycle them. I don't know what they do. These are probably my favourite ones I ever had, looks-wise. So if they could reuse these and make them my main new glasses, that would be great. But I don't know if they will. But maybe they would use them for normal lenses, not varifocals. But if I had that for music reading, those for reading glasses, and then got new varifocals, if they wouldn't redo the ones I'm wearing now, for instance, that might be a compromise. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop rambling on, and I'm going to get myself out the door. Okay, it's look for new glasses time. I was kind of right. I'm back home, and that sound you hear is the microwave with my lunch warming up in it. Some curry that I made the other day. I batch cooked as I do, so here comes another portion. But yes, so my prescription has changed, as you might have gathered, because I was looking at glasses. I'm going to get 2 new pairs. I have just spent £305 on 2 new pairs of glasses. We did the costings of using the old frames, and they could have done it, they would be quite happy to do it, versus new frames. And when they originally did the costing, it was only about 35 quid more to have 2 new glasses, and I thought, well, over 2 years that's about 15-17 quid for 2 years for new frames. I thought, wow, it's worth it, so let's get the new ones. But then somehow or another I managed to choose cheaper frames than they quoted for, and somehow or another some more money got taken off. I was originally quoted 365 and it ended up being 305. You always feel like you've had a better deal when it comes down, but no, I think that's pretty good. So it's like £152.50 per pair to last at least 2 years. So there we are, that's good. So one of the pairs is going to be for reading music and doing my editing, and it's a similar sort of distance that I am either from the computer screen or my music, so one pair will do for both, thank goodness. So that cut costs a little bit. So basically my second pair is free. Oh, I do include a non-reflective coating as well, because I need that for the vlogging, otherwise you won't see my eyeballs in situations like this, because I've got lights on me to help with the image. And you know, if you've got any light coming in through the window or anything like that, or any lights, it just reflects off the glasses, and I think it's important to see eyeballs of vloggers for communication, because we communicate quite a lot with our eyes. So yeah, second pair was technically free, but I don't know if I paid for the coating. Yes, I think I paid for the coating on both pairs, but the frames and lenses on the second pair of glasses was free, technically. Anyway, I'm gonna have curry. Oh, and I forgot to say, I can't get them yet. I've got 10 days to wait, and then I'm gonna go and collect them and make sure they fit properly and all that malarkey. And I think I'm going to like them better than these, because I've never been 100% comfortable with these. These have always been a little bit of a, you know, the worst of the worst, the best of, I don't know, I can't quite think of the right phrase. I wasn't ever 100% comfortable with these, but they were the best ones that I could find that suited myself. I don't know, isn't it funny how we can feel so agitated wearing stuff that we just don't feel reflects what we want to project about ourselves? I don't understand it. Normally I like to think I'm quite a logical person. Maybe I'm not as logical as I like to think, but I would have thought, you know, I could just wear any old glasses and it wouldn't matter. But if I put something on that's just a bit too curvy upwards or blingy on the side, I feel wrong. I don't feel like me. I have to feel like me. So the 2 that I'm getting, I think they will feel like me once I've got used to them. They're a little bit like, oh, they look different, you know, at the moment. Oh, there's lunch, yay. I'm sure it wasn't as liquidy as that when I put it in just now. I feel like it's exuded out, but it can't have, surely. I just managed to burn my thumb slightly because I picked it up with the tea towel, and the tea towel was dipping slightly into the fluid and it soaked up and burnt my thumb a little bit. Oh, it's not bad, it's fine. It was just like, ouch, and put it down quick and sucked my thumb, and we're all good. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy that. I'm standing by my front door. I was about to go out for a walk. I looked out of the back window. It was a blue sky and not raining. I've looked out the front window. It is raining quite heavily. So I had lunch. I can't remember when I exactly spoke to you last. I had my lunch and then I did some admin for about an hour and a half, getting on for 2 hours, and then I did Oh my gosh, is the rain just stopping? And then I did 3/4 of an hour of practice, and then I had a little bit of a break and a snack. Had some potato cakes and a banana, I think. Anyway, then I did some more practice, which was about an hour, I think, something like that. And now I've had enough of practicing and I wanted to have a little walk. Oh, I think the rain's thinning down now. Anyway, I was going to say I'll just chat to you now on my doorstep with this camera, and then I will go out with my action cam, and I may or may not film, but it's a bit rubbish in selfie mode, so I might not. And if I look all blotchy and horrible, it's the camera, not me. Right, I'm going out in the rain. Well, here I am on my rainy walk. Now this weather, I tell you what, this weather is something else. It's like something out of a spooky horror film. It's still doing, and it's been doing this for a week and a half, a week and a half, I think maybe a week and a half. It's being very intense, very brief and very localised. Like literally it can be one weather out the front of the house to the back of the house, and it passes over, and everything's just for a very short amount of time and very intense, like intensely hot and sunny, and then intensely rainy, huge downpour, and you don't even know where those clouds came from. Well, it's still doing it. The nights are drawing in now. I mean, it's not even that late. It's about 6:30. It's dreary and gloomy looking, but I think that's partly to do with how overcast it is as well. I'm going to be out tomorrow. I'm going out to Cardiff. I'm going to see somebody's exam recital thingy. It's her final one, and this time next year that'll be me doing these, so I definitely want to go and see that. It's my friend Ellie's. She's a flute player as well. So I'm very excited. It's quite early in the morning. It's 10:30, so I shall have to get up quite early and get to that. And then I'm going to have a couple of hours to hang around in Cardiff afterwards. So I'm going to treat myself to a little bit of something in a cafe and a little mooch around. And then I'm going to head back home, pack up my bag, and I've got an evening rehearsal. So I should be going off on the bus to that and then staying over at my boyfriend's house. So this is why today I had a bit of a staying at home day, apart from the optician, which was quite local anyway. But I had an at home intense just getting on with it day to day, because I wanted to get that out of the way so that tomorrow I could relax a bit and have a bit of time out of the house. Oh, water coming through. I am excited for my new glasses. I was just looking down and things were a little bit blurry, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get new glasses, and I'm quite pleased about it because life is going to improve a little bit more. It was a bit of an expense, but that's okay. I was prepared for it. So yeah, I feel like I've moved forward a little bit today in life. I'm not sure if the rain that's coming down on me right now is from the trees or the clouds, because it kind of accumulates on the leaves, doesn't it, and then drops randomly even after it's stopped raining. Apparently we're getting a storm. That will be thunder. Just as soon as I got the camera out, oh my goodness me. I want to go home suddenly. Oh, the rain's getting heavier again. I was putting the camera back on to say, oh yes, the countdown continues. My daughter moves out in 11 days and I start back at uni, I think, in 21 days. Although I'm not exactly sure of the date that I go in, but that's when my term starts. My semester, sorry, not term, because we do semesters. I've remembered why I prefer umbrellas over rain mats. And for the longest time I've been using an umbrella instead of a rain mat, which has been problematic if it's been windy. It's because it's hot. I am roasting now, but as soon as I take this off, I'm going to get wet. I don't want to get wet. It's absolutely peeing down. Oh. I've concluded that I'm just not a raincoat person, so I got massively hot. I had to unzip it, take the hood off, and I got absolutely soaked. My jumper was soaking wet, my hair was soaking wet, and when I took the rest of it off, where I'd sweated so much through my jumper, it was all wet on the inside of it anyway. So that was a bit of a fail. Though that said, I've used it a few times when I haven't been having an energetic yomp, you know, and I haven't been getting hot and working up a sweat, and then it's been fine for just tottering around, you know. I am feeding myself tonight. I'm having my third and final meal out of this curry. The rice is long since gone, so I'm going to have some crumble afterwards to fill up on that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.